Governor Soludo, when he welcomed Atiku, he said Atiku is one of the two contenders, talking about Tinubu and Atiku. He didn't mention P2B, you understand? So, what do you think P2B needs to do to win Anambra State? Welcome to this special episode on Noble TV. Today we'll be looking at the candidacy of the Labour Party, His Excellency Governor Peter Obi, and his campaign team, also the Obidient movement, what is happening in Rivers State, and also what is happened in Benue State. With me to discuss this is our guest in the house, Comrade Monday Ike Ojoma. Comrade, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you so much. I'll just go straight to talking about the candidacy of His Excellency Governor Peter Obi. I believe you must have noticed there's been this reduction in that media outcry. I don't say media outcry. There's been a reduction in that media movement, the Obidient movement. It's not like it used to be. I think, is it that the campaign is going down, or people are leaving, people no longer believe in the movement? What do you think is the reason?
Yeah, it's expected. You know, when the campaign, the Obidient movement started, it was like a white fire, and I believe it's not that it is going down. I believe by now they've gotten to most of the target audience. So when you are pursuing something and you after getting hold of that, I think you no longer run. So what they are doing, what I believe what they are doing now is consolidating, putting up structures, local government, world level, and all the other. Because in the Abidisho, there was nothing like structure. But today, they are beginning to strategize. They are beginning to go off social media and go more to the street. Because they started with social media, online movement. But today, they no longer. It is no longer the online movement thing. You begin to see in communities where you have Labour Party in most communities, Labour Party flag and offices in most communities now. So the campaign, the movement is no longer on the social media, it's no longer online, but now it's going to the grassroots.
It's okay, thank you so much. So what you're saying in essence, that it has not gone down, rather they are trying to re-strategize, and they are going to consolidating what they've done and what they have achieved so far. Thank you so much. Now, permit me to take you to Rivers State. You know, Governor Wike is one of the members of the G5. The G5, one of the PDP governors that said they would not support Atiku except Ayu drops. Do you think there's a possibility of Governor Wike working for the person of Governor Peter Obi in his presidential bid? Do you think Governor Wike can work for him?
Governor Wike and his group that I know, they've sworn by themselves that they will not support Atiku as president except Ayo resigns. Now, if they are not supporting Atiku, they have two choices: either to support Tinubu or support P2B. And knowing Wike to be who he is, you would not want to work with Tinubu, because Wike is somebody who likes to be in charge. Working with Tinubu, he will not be in charge. So who is the only person who he can work with and still remain in charge is P2B. And we have seen his body languages during the last rally, P2B rally, the Obidient rally they did in Port Harcourt. Wike was at the forefront. You look at the recent campaign they did in Rivers State. He donated vehicles, costing millions of naira to P2B campaign movement. So he has not officially come up. So he said, I think by January 6th, he'll be able to tell Nigerians and Rivers State who they will vote for. But from his body language, from everything available, you can see that Wike is already working for P2B, despite the fact he's still in PDP.
It's okay, thank you so much. Well, we are just speculating, like you said, body language, like you said. Let's go to Benue State. Governor Tom also, yesterday when P2B visited Benue State, he said something like P2B being, that P2B is not in PDP. If P2B were to be in PDP, he would have gone around everywhere to campaign for him. Or if he was not in PDP, he would have gone around campaigning for Governor P2B. You know, Otom is also one of the members of the G5. Do you think all these point in that same direction, that they are working, they will work for P2B?
This is not the first time we've seen it. Even in Delta State, PDP always, each time a candidate emerge and they don't want to work with that candidate, they will only fill that candidate and work with another candidate from another party. They've worked with a candidate from a court party severally. We know of one House of Assembly election they did in Warren South, where the PDP, almost the entire people in PDP work for a court party. And we saw what Richard Sokoracha did in 2019, when he worked for Uchemosu and Action Alliance instead of Purpose of the Man APC, despite still remaining in APC. Because Wike has a very huge interest in PDP. The House of Assembly, the governor, the House of Rep, the Senate, they are all his candidates. He cannot abandon them and decamp to a Labour Party. So we are going to see a situation whereby he works with Labour Party for presidency, or most of them work for Labour Party for presidency and still work with the candidate of their choice in the other election.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Let me ask you this question. You know, when we mention P2B, it's to some of these spokespersons, I'm talking about for people like Dino Melai, for people like Festus Keyamu, they always see P2B as they see him as a regional candidate. I use the word regional to buttress what we're trying to explain. Do you think P2B has this widespread network to really compete and contest for the president of this country?
Let me tell you, if you sample the mind of average Nigerians, the core obedience, they will tell you they are not supporting P2B because it's Sadi Boman. If you think people who are supporting P2B are supporting because it's Sadi Boman, bring someone like Richard Sokoracha if they will support him. Bring someone like Ojo Zokalo if they will support him. Bring someone like Hopus of them if they will support him. These are Igbo men. Most of them are supporting the P2B because they see something different in him they've not seen from other political candidates, other party candidates. So thinking P2B is a regional candidate is the worst mistake anyone can make, because we've seen his campaign in the northern part of the country. Benue State is not from the east, it's not the southeast, but it has the full support of the governor. So saying P2B is a regional candidate is also the same thing as saying Atiku is also a regional candidate because he's from the north. Bola Tinubu is a regional candidate because he's from the south, southeast, southwest. So P2B has gained a lot of acceptability across board, especially among the youth. So it's not just, in fact, the state it has the least support, as far as I'm concerned, from the statistics I have, it's Anambra State, it's old state.
It's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If I should ask the personal question, what do you think are his chances? I mean, the chances of Labour Party in the forthcoming presidential election?
It's going to be really tough. It's going to be tough because structure. Labour Party do not have that structure, that financial muscle to fight against the two big wigs. But regardless, in as much as they don't have it, but they have the human structure. They have the youth behind them. So it's going to be very tough for them. But among the three top contenders, they have the brightest chance.
Okay, they have the brightest chance.
Yes.
I like that. We heard what Comrade said P2B has the brightest chance amongst the three top contenders. And also, while you were talking, you talked about Anambra State. You said from your statistics that you've done, Anambra has the least support for P2B, even when he's from that same state. You understand? Because I listened to Governor Soludo when he welcomed Atiku. He said Atiku is one of the two contenders, talking about Tinubu and Atiku. He didn't mention P2B. You understand? So, what do you think P2B needs to do to win Anambra State?
Nothing. It doesn't even need to do with Anambra State to become the president of this country. What is the population voting capacity of Anambra State? Look, P2B not being accepted in Anambra State has nothing to do with P2B as a person. It has to do with the mentality of an average Igbo man. Let me throw your mind back to this time of Zeke. It was the less equipment they used in destroying Zeke. It was Jim Wobo they used in destroying less equipment. So if they have always used an Igbo man to destroy the political career of another Igbo man. So it has nothing to do with P2B as a person. That is the mentality of the average Igbo man.
So what do you think the Igbo man needs to do?
First of all, they need to remove that mentality of I don't want my brother to be bigger than me in politics.
So we've heard it. We need to go back and we need to do a lot of work, like you said, the average mentality of the Igbo man, and what we need to do. We need to. We don't need to bring the other person down so that we'll rise up or we'll climb on top of the person. So it's encouraging, especially those of us from these southeastern states. We need to support our own. We need to unite and ensure we create that third force to ensure that we have this bright chance in the forthcoming presidential election. Comrade, what's your final word for our esteemed viewers?
My final word for them is be good to all people, irrespective of political, religion, and social affiliation. Because tomorrow, you never can tell who will get help from.
It's okay. Thank you so much. We've listened to that final word. Let's be good to everybody. It's very, very important. Thank you so much. From us at Noble TV, my name is Noble Arinze. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much.